2022 right here in Houston. So we have to have University of Houston representing.
Go Cougs.
Here we have Kriston Burroughs from UH. Talk to me a little bit about, I'm sorry, I almost said UW.
No worries.
Houston is one of the most diverse cities in the country.
Yep.
We have such a diverse attendance here at this conference. What does it mean to be working in this city and have this conference come here and just see everybody come together?
Yes, and it's amazing. And so being the Director of Student Recruitment at the University of Houston, my team is really that front-facing team that gets to go out and talk to kids in their high schools, and we're always championing the city of Houston. And so I'm so grateful that NACAC decided to pick Houston as a city to host the conference, because we're on display. And so all of the great things that my team talks about in our day-to-day life and jobs about why this is a great place to go to school, counselors across the world get to come to Houston and see it. And so we're just really incredibly grateful that NACAC took a chance and decided to come to Texas. I know that was a little bit of, do we go to Texas, do we not? And so we're grateful that everyone is here. Because Houston is incredibly diverse as a city, and really our diversity at the University of Houston is a mirror reflection of the city. And so I am incredibly, walking across our campus, you're going to hear just in casual conversation, Urdu. You're going to hear, Arabic. You're going to hear, Spanish.
Arabic.
You're going to hear French. You're going to hear all of these languages.
I love that.
Just spoken in casual conversation with each other. And so it's just a really amazing place to work. It's an amazing city. Food here is, I'm not a Southerner. I'm not a native Texan, but I consider myself a Texan by adoption. I've adopted Texas as my secondary state, and I love living here. There's always stuff going on. Our students really embrace living in an urban area. As the nation's fourth most populous metro area, we're excited that everyone gets to kind of see what Texas and what Houston's all about. So
I know this is not your first year with NACAC.
Correct. Yeah.
What is the energy level like this year compared to years prior? Everyone seems so happy to be in person, to be able to hug each other and shake hands.
Yes, I was actually talking to a friend that I met at the last conference I went to, was in Louisville in 2019, and so I have not been to a NACAC since then. And so it's great to reconnect with those people, and we did Zoom, we did it, we're still doing it, and it's great and it has its purpose, but there's nothing like being with your people in the same space, learning from one another. And so the energy is palpable. I can just feel this energy and excitement about people who've never been to Houston before, people who are looking to reconnect. I have this nervous energy of getting to see old people, but getting to meet new people and new faces. I decided to bring my entire recruitment team to the conference. We're local, of course. I was this is the only chance that you're gonna really get for a conference to be in your backyard, so you can really see what it's like. It's a great professional development opportunity, especially for my younger staff who are very new to the profession. I said, this is kind of where I met a lot of my community. And so I'm really happy that my staff took the chance and were all right, fine, I'll push pause on my recruitment efforts for a couple days and go meet some colleagues. And a lot of their recruitment, their counselors on the high school side, are here. And so it's a really great way to connect with the community and really see how big it is. Because when you're on the road, you're kind of in that mode of going from school to school, talking to counselor, but being here, you get to see how big the profession is. And I didn't realize that NACAC had 36,000 members, and I was that's a lot of people. So I'm really happy that we're getting to engage just back in person, but also utilizing technology to engage with people who couldn't quite make it.
And more than 6,000 right here in the conference. How about you give a little love to Houston for all the people who are here from out of town?
Yes.
What do they got to see? Where do they have to eat?
Listen.
Why do you love Houston?
I love Houston so much. In terms of eating your way through Houston,
this is the stuff we got to get to.
These are the things you're going to do. So one of my favorite places that I often tell people, if you're from out of town, Houston's a big city, so driving is kind of a thing here.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to stay local to downtown, one of my favorite places, I think millennials kind of being at where we are in our age group, we're kind of trying to, bring back those things that we remember when we were in high school and middle school
Yes.
and elementary school.
Yes.
So one of my favorite places in Houston is this place called Post Houston. It is literally not too far from the convention center. It is a gigantic food hall. So just imagine you walk in.
Like
and
cafeteria style?
Cafeteria style.
All
There's
right.
like these high-class culinary fusion restaurants kind of lining the entire perimeter. And there's just a bunch of tables. You can kind of pull tables together. I've seen graduation photo shoots. I've seen engagements happen. I've seen wedding proposals. And so it's called Post because it used to be the gigantic sorting facility for the post office downtown. So they've turned it into this big event space, and it's a gigantic food hall. One of my favorite food places is Chop and Block, which is a West African kind of fusion restaurant inside of it. And on the roof is like a 5-acre native plant garden and an event space. And so you get these beautiful shots of downtown. They do kind of like special events during big holidays. And so if you're in town, go to Post. It's kind of a good get away from the conference a little bit, grab a great bite to eat, see some amazing sights and sounds, and it's where locals go to hang out. So I would say if you don't know what you want, you're going to get everything from pho to barbecue to all American fare in one location. So you can kind of try 5 or 6 different kind of food varieties in one location.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love representing Houston.
Yes.
Love representing NACAC
Yes.
and all the diversity that is here in
Yes,
this room.
absolutely.
Thank you so much for all of that and
No
for
problem.
being here.
No problem. Happy to be here, and come back to Texas and come back to Houston after the conference ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some great advice.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, y'all.